Hi. Okay, we're going to do a one-day word assignment about writing a friendly letter. Now, there are 4 parts to the friendly letter that I want you to make sure you have included. First of all, you have a heading. The heading includes your address and the date, and it's usually in the upper right-hand corner. The salutation is then going to be on the left side, and it's your greeting. And so it's dear, and whoever you decided to write to, comma, enter, and then you would put the body, which is your sentences that you're going to write to the person, what the letter's all about. And finally, a closing. The closing is where you have 2 lines and a comma, and then below it is your name or your signature. And so it might be love, comma, and then your signature, or your friend, comma, and then your signature. So you are going to make sure you have all 4 parts of this in your letter. Here's an example of one. So you have your heading right here. It has the address and the date. You have your salutation right here. It says, Dear Grace. You have your body, which is all the sentences about what you're going to put in your letter. And you have your closing, which is sincerely on this one, comma, and then the signature. So you are going to be writing a letter about Wilbur Middle School and your middle school experience. So your letter is going to be needed. You need to think of somebody to write to. It could be a family friend or a family member, but they have to be an older person. They have to be older than you. I do not want you to write to somebody your own age or even just slightly older. I want it to be 18 years or older. So your family member, they're interested. You may not think so, but when you go home from school, people genuinely want to know what's going on in your life. And so I want you to write at least 10 sentences about what's going on at Wilbur Middle School. I want you to be as positive as possible. You can write about your classes. You can write about experiences with making friends. You can write about activities you think you might want to do in the future. You can write about specific assignments you may have done that might have been interesting to you. I want you to come up with 10 sentences or more to write to these people. I do not want you to talk negatively about other individuals, including teachers in there. So you have to just avoid that, because you can take the high road and find something positive to write about with your middle school experience. So I have it below here put an example of what you might want to do for your address if you don't know your address off the top of your head. You can just use Wilbur Middle School's address. So what you're going to do to start out is you're going to find Word. You can go here to Word there, or you can go to All Programs and find Word. Or you can click right here and go Win Word. And there's Word, and you click on it and it opens up. Now, you're going to click the Tab key. It's in the upper left corner of your keyboard. So, the Tab key, you're going to tab over until you get about here. And you're going to go 340 North Tyler, capitalized Tyler Road. Enter. You're going to tab over again. And you're going to put Wichita, Kansas. Your spacing might be a little different. Enter. And then you go over again. And you put the date. Okay, that is your heading. If it's this far over to the left, you can click in front and do some spacing so that it will space over a little bit. However, you do not want it to go to the next line, because if I go too far, you can see that it will go down. And then you just backspace to get it to pop back up again. Alright, so I'm just backspacing to move it back. Then the next part of this is you click after your title or your date, you click enter, and then you start your salutation. Dear Mom, or whomever you're going to write to. Comma, enter. Capitalize everybody's name. Even Mom. Mom should be capitalized. Now, the idea here is you write 10 sentences, which will be your body, and then after that, you have your closing and a comma, and then your name. So this is a one-day assignment. Use your time wisely. Everyone should finish, and you need to submit it to the teacher.